Hello there and welcome back. So in the last edition of StarCraft Anime Betrayal's Top 10 we had Kerrigan turn out. It turns out, surprisingly, that Kerrigan was kind of not on the level with us and basically had used the protoss and was using the protoss on Shakuras to destroy the renegade, or what she described as the renegade broods on Shakuras. So we had to deal with that, and we found out that she'd basically betrayed us because we confronted Artanis, who had taken his forces and rebelled against the rest of the protoss, and we sort of cornered Artanis, and she assassinated him while he was trying to explain his actions, which was dodgy enough on its own. And then Kerrigan basically turned around and said, yeah, screw you guys, I got mine. So hopefully for the protoss, we're back on the track of actually cleansing Shakuras of the Zerg. So we have a Xel'Naga temple. We now have the Uraj and Khalis crystals with which to activate that temple. So we need to use it to hopefully basically make a safe haven for the Protoss forces. So let's see if we can do that in the mission 8, the last mission of the Protoss campaign, Countdown.
This entire chain of events has been masterminded by Kerrigan, and we played right into her hands.
Yes, we did, Artanis. Yet our course is set, nonetheless. Using the Temple's energies against the renegade Zerg may accomplish Kerrigan's aims, but it is still our only chance of survival.
And survive we will, my warriors. For too long have we labored in futile defense, as our enemies push us further and further away from victory. The time has come to let loose the full fury of our powers. Never again shall Shakuras be despoiled by the foul touch of alien species. These Zerg shall be the first to fall before us.
Matriarch, I have served you for many millennia. I have always valued your wisdom and strength. Yet, lately, in your mind, I have sensed something that clouds your true spirit. Though Kerrigan has gone, I wonder if her treachery still remains.
Be at ease, Zeratul. I am still the same Rashagon you have always known. These recent events have weighed heavily upon me, and I am wearied. But fear not. My warrior spirit will shine before you and light your path to victory.
Indeed.
The time for action is upon us. The crystals must be taken to the temple while the Zerg still muster their forces. I shall carry the Uraj myself, while Zeratul handles the Khalis.
Executor, you shall provide escort for Artanis and Zeratul as they make their way to the temple. God's willing, we will channel the energies of the Xel'Naga and scour this world clean of the Zerg. Go now, my children, and know that the survival of our entire race depends upon your actions.
So there we go, we need to bring Artanis and Zeratul to the temple. So this is kind of almost like a two-part mission. There's the first part where you have to build up your forces and assault the temple grounds, and then you have to, second part, we're going to be basically doing a defensive mission. So let's go. So we've actually got two Protoss bases here, which is something we're going to have to consider, and I can't remember if they're actually connected by a land bridge. Hint there that we might want to make use of some photon cannons during this mission.
When you bring the crystals to the temple, the Zerg will surely send all their legions to destroy you. You must be prepared to protect the temple itself from the swarm.
So we are going to have two bases to start off with, but it's going to be really important that both these bases are quite sufficient to start off with too. We have a cybernetics core, so let's not dally, let's get that upgrade. We have, I believe we have a forge. Let's find, do we have a forge? We do have a forge somewhere, although I didn't see it. Let's get a Templar archives if we do, there it is. Let's get the upgrades here, and let's just, lots of probes. We are going to need an assimilator too, so you build the assimilator there and then get to work down there. I'm just thinking lots of dragoons. Now, I think we might have a land bridge, but that's also going to be an opportunity for the Zerg to land somewhere where we can't see them very easily. In fact, I almost wonder if it's better to scout with Zeratul. Of course, there's a risk of him being revealed, but... Right, these. You three get mining gas, because we're going to need it. Probes, get mining here. Can we afford a Templar archive so we can get those level 3 researches when we get to them? Yes. Well, level 2 and level 3, actually. So, photon cannons are going to be a big deal. We want lots of probes to actually be able to build, to sustain the economy to build these things.
We are under attack.
Are we? You control group 0. You control group 9. Let's get some more dragoons, because dragoons are good. Even if Zeratul gets attacked, just the amount of damage he can put out and the fact he can tank some of it is going to be very useful to us. We are going to need... Who was that who got parasited? Right, one of our dragoons. You can actually remove... Oh, of course, you're stuck. You can actually remove the parasites. You know what? I'm not even going to waste the time with the shuttle. I'm just going to kill that. Sorry, probe, you're being decommissioned. I don't know how much the Zerg actually benefit from map vision. I'm going to get the Templar because I think there's going to be a lot of hordes of small Zerg on this mission, and just that psionic storm upgrade is going to be huge. We don't have a source of Vespene around here. Do you know what we do want to get? I think we definitely want to get a robo facility. Now, as you can see around the base, there are a lot of minerals. So basically, what we're going to do, and if it's sort of turning out to be a boring process, I will cut it out probably. But what we're going to want to do is build up a base in that central area, and at that point we might end up sort of seeding these. And just sort of letting them go to letting them go. Right, more dragoons down here. How far's our robo bay off? Because as soon as that robo bay is done, we are going to want a its name eludes me for the moment, an observatory. More probes, more probes. I think the legs would be useful, but I'm not going to use that many zealots, so it's of limited use at the moment. Now, I think we've got some space in this base to build some stargates. I'm almost tempted to get one gateway in each base. In fact, I'm going to do that. So one gateway here, one gateway here, and a few observatories. Did I not build an observatory? Unfortunate. And of course we are going to need to think about our options in terms of expansions, because we are definitely going to need to expand before we assault the enemy base. You're trapped in there, aren't you? Oh no! How can that dragoon not get out of there? Oh dear. Right. Okay. Here's a plan. Put a pylon there, and then we'll destroy this. We can't destroy that pylon either. Everyone's getting stuck today. Let's build a pylon there just to back that one up. You attack that. You put some cannons down here, because I can definitely see Zerg coming down that way. There we go. Right. Rookie error there, but it's okay. We'll get over it. Right, I think Stargate's here as well. In fact, I think 2. And then once the Stargates are built, we can get a fleet beacon. Where is Zeratul?
I do this for ire. It will be
See what we've got around here.
I do this for ire. Entaro Adun.
There's a big Zerg force coming in there, that's fine.
Yes, Executor. For ire.
No point in building.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So we lost a Dragoon and some Zealots, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Right, so there is a Zerg base around here. I think there is a land bridge connecting these 2 bases, but the problem with it is that it is the problem with the land bridge is that it is guarded by a load of Zerg. So let's get some pylons up here. In the meantime, you just mine there. Just a load of pylons. Let's make a pretty pattern with it. And we'll stick some cannons here as well in a moment. No point in having 2 in the queue because we could spend those resources down there. You, stop dancing. Observers rather was something I wanted as well. That's going to delay us from getting the fleet beacon, but we will deal with that.
I do this for ire.
I think we want to secure our base first, and observers to do that are going to be very important. I think we're going to need shuttles to ferry units, land units across as well. One of those land units, of course, being Zeratul. Now, there is a very... yeah, okay, so there's some creep there. Now, that's a spore colony. So, you hold position there for a second. Let's save before we do anything else. If I bring this probe up here, let's get the faster movement on the probes. If I bring this probe around here, can you see any hostile units? Well, oh, no. Nope, everyone's coming to the party now. You pull them in. Now, that to me indicates that there's actually maybe a large Zerg base there. And if there's a large Zerg base there, if we can clear that out, we're going to get a lot of Vespene.
You require more Vespene gas.
Now, what can you see around here? Right, so Sunken Colony. Right, that is not going to be something Zeratul can take on his own. So we want to keep him safe. And in fact, let's get some more gateways up here, because I think that I think we're going to attack through the top. Can you not put a gateway there? We'll build a pylon then. And with these excess minerals, let's get a load of zealots. In fact, you keep dragoons over here, but we'll build some zealots up here as well, and we'll rally these down here, just because we need to be spending these minerals. Meanwhile, you build some cannon here, and also some more pylons. Cannons.
My life for ire.
Now again, I'm expecting these bases to sort of go to seed later, so we're also going to have to think about how many replacement pylons we can get in our home base. Gateway there, that's a good place for it. Some more dragoons. Let's get some more observer. In fact, can we get another observer upgrade? Observer sight will be very useful. Now, if I move this up here, we've got some scouting we can do. Didn't mean to press stop on that observer. Now let's see, what can you see? Right, don't want to push you too close. Actually, that might be quite vulnerable to an attack of our own units, so let's just push up there. We might actually be able to overwhelm them. Now, I do not want Zeratul to go up there because that's going to be a huge risk to him. Okay, these are connected. To be honest, I don't know whether a two-pronged assault is necessary. What I do know is probably necessary is taking that base. Now, you... I don't know if them having map vision will make a difference, actually. So let's just push down. Let's assume not. Let's push down. Because we've just saved, so we can always go back if, for some reason, it seems like clairvoyant Zerg have attacked us. Right, now what we don't want is to go down in a big line, actually. Can we get some more observers? I want those observers to rally over here. It's fairly near to where I'm interested in looking.
Upgrade complete.
The legs upgrade would be nice, but I'm not sure I can spare the Vespi. Ah. Now, actually, if there's no overlords there, Zeratul can clean a lot of this up because he will one-shot kill. And let's get some cannons on the go as well. Right. I have to wonder what we did on one of the Zerg missions where we had to defend the Khaidarian crystal structure. Is we just wiped out all of the Zerg and then pushed in. I don't know if that's actually possible here. Although it was protoss on that mission. Right, so that's a hefty force to push through, but we can easily do it. And we don't even have to focus much on that. Let's leave these zealots here for defence. At some point I would like to buy a fleet beacon. Let's keep the momentum. Let this momentum carry us till the task's end. You need to be able to give us vision on those lurkers. I want to kill the lurkers off pretty quickly. You guys come down here. Right, don't focus the Queen's Nest. The Queen's Nest is not a problem. You guys come up here. Oh, they certainly have. Right, okay. Well, you just pull the Ultralisks over here, to be honest. We've got enough defences there. We've got plenty of defences here. I think we're in a good position. That's fine. That lurker... You come down here. That Ultralist seemed to be having a bit of a moment there. No. Lurk no more, my friend. Okay, that's fine. We're actually pretty much in perfect position there. Oh. Well, I was worried that we didn't have enough defences there, but it turns out we did. Right, let's see what other upgrades we can get. And have we got... Yes, we've got Vespine here. So let's move some probes down. Which base are we starting to mine out on? I think we're starting to run pretty low over here. So let's bring these probes over here and hope they don't get attacked on the way. Right. Speaking of things getting attacked on the way, let's push back out. So we basically have a... we can control this land bridge now. Let's take advantage of the fact that we've got that land bridge locked down. So let's get some pylons in this base.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
We can't put any off on where the creek currently is, but we can certainly get some pylons down for supply purposes, and also I think you're probably taking on a bit more than you can chew there, my friend.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Noble sacrifices and all, but right, let's get a observer down there to see what he can see. CC. So we've got pretty decent defences here. Let's get some cannons down, because as soon as I send my forces away, you know that we're going to get attacked, and so we'll need some cannons to buy time. No, that was a shield battery. No harm in having one. We don't need one though. Not at this point. Not now. Not at this time. We're not ready yet. I don't foresee many drops over here, but let's just cover as many bases as we can. I suppose quite literally. And actually we're nearly maxed out on supply as well, which is nice. In fact, when that pylon warps in, we should be maxed out on supply. I wonder how many cannons we can just build in that central area. Just like transition to carriers and then just build like a ton of... The problem is the Zerg, when they do attack, there'll be some pretty vicious attacks going down. Right, let's get all these gathered up together. Can we get any more probes over here? I think... no, actually, I'll leave those mining there for the moment. Have we got any abundance of mine? No, we haven't.
Upgrade complete.
So, Nexus. That looks like it's gonna be the... That's too close. That's just right, so we just need to wait for the creep to go away. Because we cannot build on creep. Neither can we build on weirdo.
Upgrade complete.
That's going to seem a really, really weird thing to say if you don't get the reference. And if someone has not made a StarCraft 2 parody song that references, you know, that, then something like I'm on creep, I don't know. I'm prepared to admit that that was not a funny joke, for what it's worth. I think it's important to be transparent with your audience and admit your jokes are terrible. So, I saw a Mutalisk coming there. You know what? I'm not concerned about it. A little bit concerned about the hull damage that Observer took. Hull damage, health damage. It feels weird saying something as small as an Observer has a hull. I don't know, you know, in terms of terminology. Really? Really? You wanted to go there, did you? Can you build a cannon there? And you know what? Just for your audacity, I'm going to reward you with another cannon down there. Here we go. Right, we've got plenty of... You know what? We should really be spending these minerals. Let's get some Stargates. Can you squeeze a Stargate? Do you know what we've not got? We've not got a fleet beacon. Is it F fleet beacon? Yes. Right. That was an oversight. Let's get some Stargates down. I think 3 is probably as much as we can support. Can't build the carrier yet. We're going to have a lot of Vespene by the time that this is done. I'm not going to build any more probes because once these start to run low, I'll just transfer them over. No more lurking for you, I'm afraid.
Make use of me. Receiving.
Lurker, stop lurking. Oh, no, sorry, Lurker, no lurking. There we go. Right, can you get those Scourge? Oh, hello. It's good. It's not good. We certainly are. I think we've got it. I think, however, also, it would be a good idea. So, I think that's where they're going to be launching their attacks now. But we want to be careful with that, because we can't necessarily assume that's the case. Right. Should have been paying closer attention to those Dragoons. But if we've got enough carriers in this base, then Fortunately, the carriers will act as enough of a defence here.
You address me.
They must be dropping the force. They must be dropping them. So let's pull these back here as well. We'll still have these dragoons down here though. What upgrades are they on? 1, 2. That reminds me of getting upgrades over here. We've got level 3 weapons now, so to be honest, I'm going to prioritise the shields. I'm not going to build a second forge. I don't think we need the ground armour that quickly. I don't know how much ground armour gets built in the game. How quickly it gets researched. It's not useless, of course, because once you lose your shields, having the additional armour is hugely helpful. Zealots aren't going to do any good up here. Can we get more dragoons firing? Now they are firing uphill, so they are going to miss some shots. So some of you may be having horrible flashbacks to XCOM now. Because RNG affects even StarCraft, even mostly deterministic strategy games. Even they have a slight hint of RNG. We must respect RNGesus. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Or, well, now we're spending a lot of Vespene gas at least. That's the problem with using hold position on the dragoons. Now, that sunken colony is a problem, but it is a problem we can solve. Now, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. We have the Zerg hive in our sights. Our dragoons have pressed Q, and it is in our sights. Right. Aha! Nice Guardians, it'd be a shame if something happened to them.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Those are replaceable losses. Sounds like a really horrible military euphemism. Actually, now I think about it. So, I shan't think about it much more. I will enjoy blissful ignorance. Oh, no. That I cannot allow.
Affirmative.
Yeah. Did you miss the memo there? Because there was a pretty clear memo. Oh, no. This use of Scourge I am not happy with. Oh, wow. Really? They didn't go for the damaged one? Now, what the Devourer Spores do is the Devourer Spores slow down your rate of fire. I don't actually know. They are really aggravated at me right now. I'm almost... Yeah, we've had this before. Let's get some more observers out. I think we're going to need some observers. I'm worried about that carrier that's taken severe hull damage there. That was frustrating. Just a big wave of Scourge. So actually, let's take...
Carrier has arrived.
I have a feeling that they put a load of Scourge up there just to stop you attacking those bases very easily.
Your command.
But really we want the defences here. You get out there. Really? Still in range of the sunken... Right, okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Let's keep the observers nearby just to spot any lurkers. Because on Shakuras we post him before him.
Direct my wrath.
Oh, you guys, did you not feel like joining the fight? Artanis, I don't want you to go too far in, because you're going to get yourself scourged. Got another optional base down here. What are these dragoons doing? Going on an adventure, it seems. Let's have a look. Let's have a look down here. It would be nice if the Scourge actually had different death sounds. To, you know, when you trigger an explosion with them, it'd be nice if there was a different sound effect. Let's put a load of cannons here. Now we are going to get Guardians, I'm sure. You guys come down here. We are going to need to expand to that base, I guess, then soon. So you come down here, and actually, let's get a couple of probes to come over here and prep an expansion. Okay. Well, those Scourge can go. Lots of observers. Is there anything over here, or is this just a sort of part of the map that they made look a bit interesting? Yes, there is something over here, but what is the question? Right. We've got the high ground. And if there's one thing I learned from the Star Wars prequel trilogy, it's that guarantees you win any conflict. Second reference to the exact same thing in one mission. I'm going to get another carrier to back up that one that's taken a load of hull damage. Because that one's going to die very quickly if its shields drop. You know what? We'll get the Zealot legs just because we've got a few Zealots around. Can't afford to get... we cannot afford to get... what they called... any High Templar. We've not got the supply for it, but we'll have the option to build them at least. Now, can you attack from up here? Ah, hello. That just seems like a death alley, but we can clear it up. We'll get some more Dragoons to replace any that fall here. Like that one. I could have microed him away. Right. Now, you come over here and see what you can see. I wouldn't... Do we need to... Actually, is there no... Yeah, there's... No, I don't think there's a land bridge. There's certainly... Oh, no, there is. Ah. That's interesting. So, oh, we've got another mineral expansion here. So... Well, let's clear that out because I don't see why we should let the Zerg have it. No, wait, you mind there.
Instructions. Upgrade complete.
In fact, you just sit there. Sorry to replace you so callously, but I've got a full complement of full strength carriers in this control group now. Have we got any spare observers around? You give me eyes on what's going on up here. This is probably going to be a reasonably long mission. Just thinking of what we've got coming up next. Oh, that is a big attack force, which can be dealt with. We'll deal with that fine. I'm going to pull these back in here a little bit though. So, in view of that, can we pull an observer back just to get vision? Probably not. I'm going to just move them. No. Probably should have had our forces a little bit. They burned through that very quickly. I imagine they've probably got the adrenal glands upgrade. Cannons are good, but they go down very quickly. Right. Speaking of which, it's time for those to be destroyed. Right, you guys come over here. In fact, this observer I think we'll keep over here. Oh, Artanis. Not Artanis, but do you guys want to go over here? There we go. Yeah, we got another mining base. In fact, you know what? You go and build us an assimilator here, so we've got it for later.
Have engaged the enemy. Instructions.
4 hit points. 2 scourge and that's gone. Right. I think it's time to move down here actually. So let's pull our carriers back because I don't want them to have vision on the carriers easily. We'll keep a few dragoons up here. You know what? You come with them because I don't mind them having vision down here because we've already got a load of already got some parasited dragoons anyway. Again, I don't know if actually the AI can actually really use map vision that effectively. So what's that doing? That's gonna. Now that is a bit more of a worry.
Affirmatives have engaged the enemy. Commencing.
Right, we're probably going to take some hull damage on these here. But that was okay. That was okay. Right, so actually let's keep the carriers with the dragoons. Still want vision over here.
Instructions.
Now we could want to totally clear this out and basically establish some defences around here. Ah, lost a dragoon there. Let's take a couple of these and just pop them up here. Fine with the ensnare there. That's something I can deal with. Yeah, we've not even built on any of these guys. So as I say, these bases on the outlying section are going to be quite vulnerable. So we want to think about what things we want to be able to rebuild basically once we get here. Because we've got limited building space here as well. I mean, unless we try and assault that, I don't know if we can just wipe the Zerg out in the nearby area. It's not going to be easy. Doesn't mean it can't be done. I think we're going to need a full complement of carriers to do it, though. And honestly, I'm wondering if it's just worth fortifying up over here. Well, don't go straight in. Now, a problem here is going to be carrier defences are going to get picked off by Scourge very, very quickly. They will use Scourge a lot, so we don't want to push right into that temple just yet. Now, where's that? I did send a probe. Oh! Didn't think that they would go far enough to be seen there. Let's get another carrier. Should we get an Arbiter Tribunal? I'm not sure there's much point. I'm not sure how many minutes we have to hold out once we start the countdown. It might be 20 minutes, which is reasonably long. It's long enough that we definitely want to fortify the position a lot first. So let's get some pylons around here. In fact, let's just get some pylons like surrounding the temple. Obviously we need to be able to move things into the temple. these guys can just stop. But we are going to run out of forces, and we are going to run out of supply. Can you not get out of there? There we go. So we need to fortify this up. You can be in group 1. You can go over here. Let's get some High Templar. Or 1 High Templar. And while we can, we'll get some of these upgrades. I think the Corsair Web might be useful actually. You attack there and then come back. Let's get the plasma shields. They certainly have. Are they gonna... yeah. They are gonna bring a load of Mutalisks over. Although, they seem a bit undecisive. There we go. There we go. Let's get some more High Templar. Lurkers.
Your command.
Where are the lurkers coming from?
Research complete. Your command.
Oh, we lost the cannon there. Interesting. So you guys... you come up here, because we still need some defences up here, and you guys come over here, and over time you'll gain some energy. Oh, that is a big assault. Fortunately, Zeratul can't be seen there. Oh! Right, let's get some Dragoons built to replace those losses there, and let's get some more High Templar for defending this position here. Right, we are going to need, well, don't need a Nexus, but I'm going to get one anyway. And I'm going to get some gateways as well. Oh, those broodlings. Really, 2? They really do not like my zealots, do they? My dragoons, do they? I suppose I can understand. Right, lost a probe there, that's fine, that can be replaced. Can be replaced very easily actually. Right, we're pretty much out of mining here. Oh! Oh god, what are you doing?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Receiving.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I mean, the plague won't affect that one much. You come up here. We can still get more shields. You guys come over here. Can we get the orange base? Yeah, I think that orange base needs to go.
Your command.
We got 3 carriers on the go, so that one's probably going to die very shortly. So we can afford to replace that. Get some probes around here. These probes are coming. I sent some probes. I'm sure I sent some probes over here, unless they got intercepted on the way and killed. Oh no, they came over here. Okay. You guys come up there. Right. What do we need now? Yeah, well, I'm gonna make you pay for that. You, get out of there. Can you not attack that? I find it hard to believe that those Dragoons can't get range on that spore colony. In fact, where's that damaged carrier? You come over here.
Your command. Instructions.
This is a new control group 1. And we're going to try and take that island base out.
Yes, Executor.
Now, let's get an observer down here, because we need to keep an eye on these movements. We also need to get assimilators here, and we need to get gateways and stargates, because we're going to need to replace units as they die. And what I'm going to do is build a load of spare pylons here and put a load of cannons down, because we're going to be abandoning this. I think they'll go for our production buildings first, but I just can't remember. Cannon. I'm pressing C and B, and I should be pressing B and C. There we go. Now.
Your command. Affirmative.
Let's see if we can take out that orange base, because I do not like what that orange base seems to have planned for us. So I'm going to stick a load of Dragoons here on hold position. And what that will allow is them to shoot down Scourge. Right, we lost a Dragoon there. Let's get that replaced. You guys come up here. We still need the defences up here.
Instructions.
So before we put... because we're still building these up. And let's get some tech buildings as well. We've got another probe around here, haven't we? But I can't see it. So, let's get an observatory. Let's get a robotics bay, because we might need to replace observers. I'm going to do the same thing over here, just build a load of pylons and build a load of cannons around them. Just to make this difficult to attack. We will need a Templar archive to get Templar. Really? Glad we had those Templar to hand. We've got the observatory, and we will need the fleet beacon to build carriers as well. Where is that probe? There's one.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Actually, they can't get out there if I do that, so let's get a pylon down here. Let's replace that with that assimilator, and let's get a pylon here to put some cannons, so they can't do that as easily again.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
We're going to take some damage from the Scourge there, but that's fine. Mostly weathered it. Oh, they are relentless. You know what, it's actually tempting just to send the carriers in, just to... and just replace them. I think we can afford to do this. I think we just hit them with the carriers. Just as many carriers as we can afford. Probes. Let's get a couple of probes over here. You know what? You stay there. And let's get some... Did we get a fleet beacon? We didn't. Let's get a cannon there. Cannon there. Cannon there. Pylon there. How's this group doing? Okay, actually. Just attack, move your way down there. These, I'm actually going to rally to over here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
No, 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 no. That was that was a horrible misclick. God damn it. Oh, we lost a lot of carriers. You know what? We can get carriers from here as well. Let's get some pylons down here.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
More carriers. More dragoons.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Commencing.
Yeah, if we just don't get precious about the carriers, we can do a lot of work with them. You get out of there, though. There's no point in being wasteful with them.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Scourge.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Scourge is an appropriate name for them. Yeah, that base just needs to die.
Affirmative.
In fact, let's bring these over here. Let's just... everything we can. Let's get an Arbiter Tribunal. Let's get some Arbiters out as well. Because then, what we can do is we can warp. More dragoons. If we do that, we can warp. We can warp in. We can recall into that base. Are there any other upgrades? I suppose ground armor won't hurt. Yeah. Just dealing with those scourges.
The warriors have engaged the enemy.
Let's throw down an Arbiter Tribunal. Problem with doing it in this base is we're going to lose it. Really getting quite sick of her Scourge.
Direct my wrath. I am ready.
Oh, Artanis is going to fly himself into trouble if he flies that way.
Consider it done. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
When can we get the Arbiter Tribunal? Or when is the Arbiter Tribunal coming? It's already there. Arbiter Recall, definitely. Have we got any other...
Instructions.
I wonder if we got any other idle
Instructions.
probes. I thought I wanted to get the Defiler before that happened.
Affirmative.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Yes, Executor.
You might as well mine from there. You might as well mine from here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
That was a fairly well placed storm. Psi limit exceeded. It's not a surprise.
Affirmative. Commencing.
You know what? I think it's time to see how long we need to hold this for, because I don't think attacking those is going to work.
The Khalis is secured.
Executor. Zeratul and I will begin to channel the temple's energies. You must prevent the Zerg from destroying the temple while we work. Adon be with you, Executor.
Okay, working on it. How long? 15 minutes. Right, we can do that. Can't get an Arbiter. I'm worried about these outlying bases is all. Because the Zerg will assault those pretty heavily. But will they buy us enough time is the other question. Let's get a probe down. Let's get some pylons down here because we want some cannons and some tech buildings. So, did we built the fleet beacon? Did we build the Templar archives? We didn't. Where's the best place for that? Maybe I should have done this before we sent things into the temple. Right, that can go there. And then cannons. Can't build any around here. So we are. But I think we can deal with that. What other tech buildings could we need? Arbiter Tribunal? I think it's an idea, because it just gives us the option to build an Arbiter. I think the Templar Archives is hugely useful. We are going to need a forge as well, in case we want to build any more. Yeah. See, this is the kind of thing I was concerned about. Let's just get the defences up there. That's fine, that can go to seed. Pretty much mined out anyway. Actually, an Arbiter would be nice to recall all of those probes. I don't think any probes can actually get out there. I think I've kind of overdone it there. Can we get another Arbiter? No, we can't yet. You guys just come over here. You guys come over here.
Your warriors have
Can we get any more? No, we've not got any. Right, cannons. Let's just get some more cannons.
We are under attack. We have not enough minerals. We are under attack.
More dragoons.
Not enough.
You guys rally over there.
Not under attack.
Pull back. Right. Here's this plan.
We are under attack.
So we're going to have enough drones to pull back here. Now you guys hold position there. Have we got the arbiter?
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Let's pull these back and let's get a load of dragoons over here. Let's get a carrier. We have very little mining. We need that arbiter to warp these probes. In fact, get these back to mining for the moment.
We are under attack.
Definitely a lot of use of storms here. Let's get another High Templar. Where has that arbiter gone?
Under attack. Upgrade complete.
It's going to be a while before he can recall those probes, but that's fine. Let's get another.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
That makes sense. Makes sense that they do that. Now let's get the arbiter over here. Yeah. Okay. What I don't want to do though is lose the arbiter. Yeah, of course they're going to have a lot of detection from the overlords, but that's fine. We can deal with that. You build us a... No, I don't want advanced buildings. I want the pylon, cannons. Can we get some more dragoons in the mix? Can we get some corsairs? I think corsairs would be a good bet. Those cannons are performing admirably.
We are under attack.
It is a good day to die.
I think more corsairs.
You've
Not enough minerals, but we've nearly got enough. I'm going to make this P8 too, just in case we need to go back. We've nearly got enough energy to warp these probes, and also we can bring these dragoons with us as well. We might not get all of them, that's the only problem. You know what? I don't like what you're doing there. I'm going to have to ask you to stop. Focus on the dragoons. They're the bigger threat. Let's get a spare pylon there. Arbiter. Right.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Probes are the priority. So I'm going to funnel them all over here, and that will allow us to warp quite a lot of them.
We are under attack.
Come on. Right, stop moving. Did we? Yes, we got them all. Brilliant. Right. Mine. Mine. Although...
We are under attack.
Right. With what, though? Is my question. I'm not going to let you snipe that building down. I don't know if there's any more zerg there. Okay, actually, we're holding this. We're holding this fine. We are holding this fine. At least we appear to be.
Your warriors have engaged the
More
enemy.
corsairs. Not enough minerals. Let's get another
We are under attack.
in gas here. Good. That's fine. They can have that. In fact, You know what we could do to be a real so-and-so?
We are under attack.
Ah, no, they've got Hydralisk up there. Okay. My friends, you can have it.
Instructions. We are under attack. Instructions.
Okay. I think we're actually going to spend so long concentrating on our other bases that we're mostly fine. But no need to waste those. You three, come and get this queen. And also get that guardian egg. I'm liking the idea of more Corsairs actually. Because those air units are going to be pretty relentless. But the Dragoons, the Guardian, Corsairs won't be able to hold out on their own, so it's going to be one thing to watch out for.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
They're coming in thick and fast now. That's fine, I think we can hold it. We should really be focusing down the Overlords first.
Instructions. Let us attack.
Because if we focus down the Overlords, that's going to make the Arbiter most effective. Can we get some Corsairs to fly around and deal with those? I wonder if we can get those Guardians gone with the Corsairs. Hold on. You storm there. You storm there. That will help a lot. Not enough minerals. That makes sense. Hold on. Hold on. That was a bad storm. Need some defences down here. Can you snipe those? You stay here. You know what? We've got it. We've got it. They're not going to destroy the temple in 40 seconds. Less than 40 actual real-time seconds as well. So, I think we've got it.
We are under attack.
Yeah, these Corsairs are able to run amok amongst. There we go.
Channeling is complete. Withdraw our forces into the temple. We are under attack. Yourself.
Here we go. Oh, and we're all moving in towards the temple now. There we go. We've achieved victory in this mission. So, that is the Protoss campaign. I will say my goodbyes and then I will leave you with a final cutscene. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you soon for the next mission, which will be the first mission of the Terran campaign. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.